This is Guardian Radio, your station for up-to-the-minute news, intelligent, interactive, and engaging conversation. 96.9 FM. The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the position of the management and staff of Guardian Network.
Good yawning this morning and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, your station for fresh news, smart talk all day. Today is a day. It's a Friday and it's a day, and I don't want to call the whole day. It's okay, but today is today. Mr. Sawyer is on his way. Producer, he said he will be ready in a few seconds to sprint upstairs. We have lots to talk about. It is football time. We've entered the playoffs. And most of the teams that I was following this year doing very well. Even the Dolphins who aren't doing very well, they're doing pretty well. And I'm excited to talk about that. We have what we have to look forward to over the next few weeks of football. Maybe we talk a bit about the future of Michael Strawn, our own Bahamian, playing with the Colts. Plenty local sports news to talk about. So let's get right to it. In the sport of what we call that bumper cars, or we have a derby car track here in New Providence. A main portion of it is on Shirley Street. And so I want to ask the question, why are the traffic lights down at Frederick and Shirley? And why are the traffic lights down at the Market Street, is that Duke and King Street intersection? When I say down, I don't mean like they're flashing with the emergency signal, you know, when it flashes indicating to you that the intersection has now become a three-way stop or four-way stop. No, not that. They down. Someone take them down. Like someone knock them down. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Why is there no indication? Why are there no cones? Why are there no temporary measures put in place? Why are there no notices that there are no traffic lights there? That Frederick Street intersection, that's a blind intersection. Surely you need to assign police officers there to ensure the smooth flow of traffic and reduce the risk of accidents and injuries. It's never too late, though, to send two of our decent, hard-working police officers down to the intersection to direct traffic and to set up a protocol to ensure that those intersections can flow smoothly during the time that there are no functioning traffic lights. This is a good thing. Also, saw a video yesterday from what appears to be the Village Road work project of a water truck releasing water as it drove down the road. There's one or two things was happening. Either the operator of the truck wasn't aware that the nozzle in the back was open and his vehicle was losing his cargo of water, spraying it into the road and onto the cars that were traversing in the opposite lane. That's one option. The other option is that the operator of the truck was instructed to, quote unquote, wet down the road for the purposes of another part of the project. But it appears as if nobody felt the need to temporarily stop traffic so that they could complete that task. See, it's one of two things. Either it's incompetence or it's incompetence. Either way, it's incompetence. And it is now, we ain't calling today's day, but it's that day. And we still don't have a reasonable, sensible timeline on the project. After following up one of the articles, recent articles on the Roadworks project, I think the residential engineer from Ministry of Public Works indicated that plans and notices are posted. In fact, I'm inferring this from the statement I read, but that plans and notices are posted on, quote unquote, their website. since he was a engineer for Ministry of Public Works, I went to the Ministry of Public Works website. Did you know they don't have a website? They have like a portal on the government's website. I found nothing there. I found a notice from November. It was not what the gentleman purported I would find there. I'm not even sure if I was there. I'm not even sure if he was referencing the Ministry of Public Works website or the website of the company contracted to conduct the roadworks. You know, or maybe Village Road has its own website that I was unaware of, that I should have gone to keep abreast of changes in road layout and road access and schedules for road construction. It's 2023. I would just like somebody to tell me where that website is so I could do my due diligence and protect myself from unnecessary inconveniences and damage to my property, which is my car. I just don't understand it, people. Anyway, let's get to sports. We got a lot to talk about. A couple of weeks ago, I created a list of top sports practice in the Bahamas in 2022. What were the sports that were played, that we competed in the Bahamas and abroad, Bahamians competing? And I left a couple of sports off. I forgot archery, and I forgot flag football. I forgot we had a whole jet ski competition. I forgot darts, dominoes, and backgammon. We can't forget none of that. So I want to try sneak a little new sport news in as we wait for Mr. Sawyer to get to the studio. Did y'all know there's a new sport called tennis baseball? Tennis baseball is a game that requires a tennis racket, a tennis ball. It's played like baseball. There's a pitcher, a batter. You don't throw the ball, you hit it with a tennis racket. You can tag a player once you have the ball. You use the glove. You could use the glove to catch the ball, or you could use the racket to stop and control the ball. And there are 3 outs. And you can learn more about that sport at the Tennis Baseball Association of America. There's also a sport called balloon volleyball. These people are playing this on, the televised games. They spending money to play this game. There was the 2022 Balloon World Cup last year. And that's a sport based on a game of keep up with a balloon, but they play like on an obstacle course. At the World Cup, they had a car, they had a living room set, and then there's professional tag. Now, I'm mentioning all of these sports because we get this like awesome opportunity sitting right in front of us. And if I were the Ministry of Tourism, I would partner with both Bahama and Atlantis to figure out if we could become the home of sport and recreational games, right? Where we invite these leagues to host their competitions and World Cups in the Bahamas. I think we could have a summer of sports, right? Or we could have the winter of wild, wacky sports where we draw people away from their cold climates to play these sports. Text said the traffic light on Frederick and Bay is totally missing for months on the Frederick side. An accident waiting to happen. Another text, dragon boat racing. Yeah, we got dragon boat racing, rowing, and then sculling, which is different from rowing. Good morning, Mr. Sawyer.
Good morning. How are you?
Listen, I am great. You know why I great? Because I could have swear you was going to walk in here with all of your 49er gear on today.
No, man. No, it's only the first round. I know them sardines audience are there dressed up. This is their one and only time they can wear the clothes. The rest of the year, that's it.
You think this is
One
it?
song.
One game and I'm done.
One game and done. Probably even half a quarter and done. I figure 21 nothing.
Well, I'm pleased.
21 nothing by the middle of the first.
I'm pleased at your demeanor because
Thank
I
you.
didn't think they were gonna make it to the playoff.
Me neither. Trust
do-
me, I am so disappointed that they're even there because I have
No, we're not expressing disappointment now.
Oh, man.
We're very happy. But
No, I'm not happy.
I
I'm
will
not happy
say
that
this.
they're there. They're sardines. They need to not be there.
I cannot watch.
Donkey team.
I cannot watch my team, any of my teams, any discipline, play in a sport and a game that I know they're likely to lose. Because it don't make sense to two of us be heartbroken at the same time. Like, I got to conserve energy.
Oh, trust me, I'm going to my bed early on Saturday night to make sure that I'm up early and dinner's fully prepared because I need to be in front of the TV. And I think I'm going to cook fish. I'm going to cook fish on Sunday.
You know it's illegal to catch dolphin, right? It's illegal to catch dolphin and to cook dolphin. And I think this is a good omen.
Listen to me. We can put some buffalo sauce on that on Sunday. We eat that.
But you're not even a Bills.
See what I did there? You see what I did there?
Yes, your commitment to reminding the Dolphins that we ain't
That they're
nothing
sardines, right?
is unbelievable.
Thank you.
So let's get right into the NFL news because this
Go
is super exciting.
Yeah, this is a big week this week.
And I got a bunch of questions to ask, right?
Go on.
So the Eagles clinched the conference.
They did.
They clinched
Sadly.
the NFC.
Yeah, they clinched the NFC.
But the Bills were not declared as the winner of the conference, although they got the top spot. And they're safe and don't have to play this week.
They didn't get the top spot. The Chiefs got the top spot because the Bills never finished their game against
Oh,
the
right.
Bengals.
Right, that's it. The Chiefs
Right.
got it. Tell me why. How would you fix this? Because if I were the Bills, I'd be
It's
hot.
simply because the Bills beat the Chiefs this season, so they have the advantage. So they're supposed to be playing at home because they didn't have a chance to actually wrap up the number one seed themselves due to the injury to Hamlin. So it's going to be played at a neutral site if indeed the Bills and Chiefs to meet for the AFC Championship.
Yeah.
That's to allow the Bills to have some sort of, I guess, home field advantage. It's going to be in a dome stadium. So
that'd be
because it can be in Kansas City.
Right.
Because Kansas City didn't technically earn the right to be the number one seed.
Okay.
Via record, they got the number one seed.
I got you.
But not due to actual play.
I got you. This is very, very complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure in the betting houses, this causing plenty chaos.
Yeah. I mean, mass confusion because now you have two cold weather teams that are going to play in a dome. So whoever wins out of the AFC is actually well and truly going to be the rightful representative for the AFC.
Yeah.
Because you have perfect conditions, 72 degrees, no wind, no rain, no snow, no sunlight, just perfect conditions to play ball.
Now, that's not what the 49ers are faring this weekend, though. They have
we
a
playing in the
different...
rain. Yeah, we playing in the rain. That's fine.
What's your record of playing in the rain? What I'm reading is that y'all aren't half bad. In fact, y'all have played in the rain this season and
Yes,
you did
we have.
well.
Yeah, we went 5-1 in the rain. One loss was the opening game.
Yeah.
That we had Trey Lance starting. But they because our team is one whereby we run a lot of crossing patterns.
Right.
Right, and we kind of shift with CMC in the backfield. We having Debo come back now. George Kittle is going to be open. Brandon Ayuk is there. Elijah Mitchell is there at running back.
Yeah.
See my smile getting bigger.
Yeah. I see y'all really feeling like y'all could win it this year.
We are finally all the way healthy. Our left guard, Trent Williams, he's healthy. Now, Debo got some reps last week. He's healthy. CMC, he's healthy. Brandon Ayuk, he's healthy. George Kittle, he's healthy. Elijah Mitchell, he's healthy.
Now listen.
Brock Purdy only have to just...
Let's go back to the Dolphins and the Bills, right?
Why?
Because this is an exciting game. Because you're going to think automatically that the Bills are going to take out the Dolphins, right?
They are.
Right, because the Dolphins tours out.
Yeah, and they're starting their third string quarterback.
Now,
Skylar
what I've been hearing and reading is their third string is better than their second string, and this may actually be a good thing.
That's true. He is a little bit better,
Yeah.
you know, because their second string is oh God,
Bridgewater, eh?
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, Teddy has a big arm.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily have the accuracy. Teddy will give you 1 to 2 picks every game. So if he is able to, although they say Skylar Thompson is going to start, I'm Teddy's going to be there in case, or not in case, when Skylar starts to have the whole sky fall in on him.
Oh boy. Anyway, Skylar, listen, think of it as constructive criticism. He telling you what to prepare for.
Yeah.
What I'm hoping for the Dolphins in this matchup, right, is that the Bills haven't recovered psychologically from the game, from the Hamlin game, right?
They played a game since the Hamlin
I didn't
game.
say that. I said that they haven't recovered psychologically, and they're still in that place where they're concerned about killing people on the field.
And if they are concerned, well, I mean, they did a good job of masking it last week. They blew out, who they played last week? They blew out somebody last week.
I'd be scared to play them too. All jokes aside, what's the chances the Dolphins going to beat them?
Boy, I can't say that on air. All right. If there's a better chance of you playing for the WNBA in the morning.
Like tomorrow morning?
Yeah, tomorrow morning.
It's just strapping up. Yeah. I understand.
Yeah, you have a better chance of getting a call to play ball in the morning than the Dolphins have at winning on Sunday.
Listen, you just upset my heart just now. You took my whole spirit just now when you said that.
Yeah.
What concerns me is Tua. I'm okay with us not winning this round. I'm okay with not putting Tua in, despite the fact that Tua could win this game if they could keep him safe.
I mean, I could win the game too.
No, man. You obviously you fitter than me. I can't beat you. But Tua, I think if they play Tua, they could win. But I err on the side of caution, and I say sit Tua down.
Yes.
You have next year to play.
I mean, you have no choice now at this point. He's had 3 concussions in the last
a minimum
3 months?
of 3. And this is it. All you can,
No, man.
you can't even say 3 with certainty. All you can say is a minimum of 3, and that's the caution that they need to.
Yeah,
keep
man. Because after what happened with Hamlin, boy.
Yeah, nobody's going to take that risk.
No, boy.
However, so I'm all for resting him, right? But then I see this story yesterday that had me almost fall out my chair. And if you want to find the story, here's the headline: New report reveals Buccaneers QB Tom Brady could join AFC team. And who you think that team is?
They say the Dolphins.
Yeah, that's what they say. But now, mind you, this quote-unquote report, I think, is more rumor than report.
Than actual fact, yeah.
The sentiment is being shared by the same person who suggested earlier in the season that Brady would have been going to the Dolphins, right? And so it's that same thought, the same camp, pulling sources from the same place. The source firmly believes that he could go to the Dolphins, right? What does that mean for Tua? See, because I could see Jazz Chisholm, Bahamian baseball player with the Miami Marlins. Remember, he told his medical team, man, look here, I am hot. This is my time. Let me go back out there and work, right? I could see Tua telling them right now, he listening to me and saying, man, this woman wouldn't shut up. Coach, I got to go play this game, man. I got to go play this game. Let me take you all one step further in the playoff, and then if I get injured, rest me. And the coach is...
But this injury, now if he gets injured again, he may not
play ever again. He may be permanently injured.
Permanently injured,
but
or worse.
What's the pressure with the thought that Tom Brady could be coming back? And the Dolphins management and ownership could be so desperate, right? And frustrated with my injury at this time when we were ready to springboard, that they may actually take Tom Brady and leave me with my injury and no team to play for.
Well, life over everything, Let's start there. Like football, for the most part, I'm the average career in football is 3 seasons, maybe. Maybe a little under, maybe a little over 3 seasons. That's it. So you come in the NFL at 24, you could be gone by 27.
Yeah.
You still have another 50, 60 years of life that you must live.
And could still live with football.
Yeah, and hopefully live gainfully. Yeah. You could be employed via the league. He is Tua Tagovailoa, although I like to call him Tua turn the ball over. But
listen, that's hilarious, right? And I don't want to laugh only because it's the medical staff that missed that, that
Yeah.
switch and play.
Yeah,
But yeah.
he's a left-handed quarterback. So if he is forced to retire, he could become a quarterbacks coach only if need be, only for left-handed quarterbacks coming out of the NFL. Now he has a little brother who's also coming up, but he also is prone to some injuries.
Yeah.
So this may be just hereditary that
Yeah.
their bones are a bit brittle.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
what it
feeling
is.
like this playoff lineup is it's all good play. People have played hard to get to the playoffs, right? But a lot of it has been dictated by injury.
Oh yeah,
Offensive line inability to protect the quarterback,
because they was injured to begin with.
and just injuries. Jalen Hurts, how he doing?
Jalen Hurts is gonna be back. Sadly, he played the last game. They played the Giants. Yeah, they played the Giants last, and it was a tune-up game. Although they almost got beat. But that onside kick, because the Giants were gaining a little bit of momentum.
Yeah.
I mean, they were playing third stringers. Yeah.
Would the loss they have affected them clinching the conference?
Yes. Had they lost,
It was that tight.
they would have gotten the 5th seed. We would have gotten the 1st seed. The Niners.
And y'all clinched you clinched your division, so you in definitely.
We are in. Yeah.
You're not a
We've been
wild
little
card.
Yeah, the last 3
Listen.
games we only been hobbling around the league. We didn't even really want to play. There was nothing to play for.
So we were following teams in every division except for the NFC North, right? We had the Dolphins in the AFC East, the Chiefs in the AFC West, Steelers in the North, and Colts in the South. The Colts with a record of 4-12-1. That's where our boy Michael Strawn is.
Yeah.
They didn't make it very far,
No.
but they did better than the Texans. They're in their division,
Yeah.
3-13-1. The Steelers,
Yeah, the Texans fired their coach.
they should have.
after that.
They could hire me. I could tell them just
Really
take
well
the season
truly.
off.
Really well and truly. I think they was upset because Lovie Smith, I'm their former coach now.
Yeah.
Went out with a bang. He went out with a 2-point conversion. Got the 2-point conversion. They won the game, 32-31, I think.
Yeah.
But that also assured them of the number 2 pick in the draft. Not the number 1 pick. The number 1 pick now went to the Bears because the Bears have a worse record. Who
Yeah.
knows, maybe ownership was a bit upset at that.
That he won the game.
Yeah, because he's supposed to lose that.
No.
ensure.
We in the Bahamas, you don't ever intentionally lose nothing, man.
Yeah, that's true. But in the NFL at times, because for years, I'm the Sardians was tanking for Tua. Remember that?
Right, so they could try
And
to
now
get
they
in.
have Tua.
Yeah.
Remember that?
And now y'all wouldn't
And
protect
now
him.
you're still sinking. With Tua.
Offensive line, then they're not sinking. Just let me talk to my offensive line for a second, sir.
Okay.
Offensive line, I'm going to need y'all to do better.
Yeah.
We're just going to need y'all to do better.
Uh-huh.
You ever thought about never being invited to the Bahamas ever again?
You ever thought about joining the WNBA, Erin?
I mean, yeah, for 7 seconds.
You may get a call. You may get a call tonight.
I with it. I tape
Sooner than the
ankles.
Dolphins have a chance on Sunday.
I'm the best ankle taper in the country, buddy.
Good.
We could do this. All right, in the NFC, Eagles won the conference. Cowboys came second.
No.
Not in the conference. They came second in their division beneath the Eagles.
Oh, okay.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Don't.
Okay. Because they're
Dear
girls.
Oika,
They're
I
girls.
apologize.
They're girls.
Urka, I apologize. That was my mistake. Cowboys finished with 12-5. 49ers
Yeah.
took their division 13-4. Impressive. Very impressive. Again, I was going to say the Steelers' record, even though they didn't get to the playoffs,
boy,
9-8.
Mike Tomlin is
They-
deserving a coach of the year, man. Him and your boy from the Giants, Brian Daboll, they did a very good job with what they had.
Yeah, they come back.
Yeah.
If they had,
Yeah.
I mean, not to crack a joke, but if they had a few more weeks, they
Yeah,
could have done it.
They would have come back.
Yeah, man, they did better than
The
teams.
Steelers were in the playoff hunt up until the very last game.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they did what they had to do. They needed to win, and they did.
right.
They needed the Patriots to lose. They did. And they needed the Dolphins to lose. They didn't.
Yeah.
You see? Otherwise, they would have gotten in.
But listen, I have to say, this season in particular is very exciting. This is a very exciting season. Buccaneers, NFC South, they clinched their division with 8-9.
Yeah, their record sucks.
Right? And the Steelers couldn't get in with 9-8.
Yeah, that's just the shake up of the division.
Yeah, but it's cool though. I mean, it lets you know what you got to do, where you got to put in the extra work.
Yeah, you have to play.
And they're games you know you have to win. So I could appreciate that, right? There are games before the season even start. There are games that you have to win based on the performance of divisions and teams from the previous season.
Exactly.
So it's a thinking.
Boy, you getting to know the league pretty well there, boy, Aaron. Boy, watch yourself.
How I can get a good husband? How
Watch
you can
yourself.
How you can get a good husband?
But you got to know a little bit of NFL, son.
Right. Even.
Got to.
Yeah. And it's an exciting game, and it's a thinking person's game, right?
Yeah.
It's a thinking man's game. It's not just
Yeah, man. It's strategies. Route
thuggery.
running. Yeah.
Yeah, and so we're encouraging people to have an appreciation for sports, even if you don't play sports. Following sports helps you develop and maintain your critical thinking skills. Like you said,
And a winning mentality.
Yes, it helps you understand what's happening around you.
Yeah, because I don't play cricket, but I understand the game hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, and it's fun.
Yeah.
It's absolutely fun.
It's fun to go out there and drink. I mean, not to play.
All right, Tom Brady, I don't know. This is the first time in my life I was about to say, I don't know if I want you to come to the Dolphins.
Boy, he have to play the girls on Monday night. Everybody's gonna be watching it. There'll be no other game. They play
Yeah,
the
you're
girls
right.
on Monday. I don't know.
So I think it's
I don't know.
Seattle and 40,
Us first.
right, and then LA,
And the Jaguars.
Yeah.
And the Chargers. Yeah.
and then Dolphins, and then
Yeah, that's Sunday.
right, and Bills.
Yeah.
Then Giants and Vikings.
Yeah.
Then Ravens and Bengals.
Boy, listen. Boy, I wish Lamar Jackson could have played. That Ravens Bengals game, that won't be too interesting. 44-13.
That's what you think
Final
it'll
score.
be? Bengals out?
No, the Bengals can win.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. There's no Lamar Jackson.
They're Ravens. Y'all figure it out.
I need to get Lamar Jackson.
I mean, I ain't against the Bengals. I just Ravens. Anyway, and then the Cowboys and the Buccaneers. This is going to be a rough one.
Cowgirls, yeah. I mean, the girls on paper have a better team,
Yeah.
but I don't know anybody that wants to face the GOAT in the playoffs.
Yeah, you're right.
Nobody wants to see Tom Brady in the playoffs.
Yeah.
'Cause,
But I tell you what.
It only takes a spark. That's a whole song.
I don't know. Would you rather see him earlier or later? I feel like if I see him earlier in the playoffs, there's a better chance of beating him than when we get to the conference final or to the Super Bowl.
He's only lost in the first round of the playoffs once,
Never mind. Yeah, but he older now.
That was 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
I got
lost
you.
For the first time in the first round.
I got you.
If he can get beat, he's get beat in the divisional round because he
Well,
always
what's-
gets the first round bye.
He divorced his wife. Now you got to try and impress her again. You know.
You got to try to do something.
Yeah, absolutely. So listen, we got to put the NFL on the side for a second.
Oh, by the way.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I forget to say, hey, listen, all of y'all women out there who need to make sure that you get yourself a man. Knowing the NFL is crucial. You don't want to be that lady who's, what's going on here? What is this here? What's going on over there? What we doing? What that play is? Why you doing that? Why you tackling him? What the score mean? What a touchdown is? Nobody into that.
Yeah, man. Listen, you go right online. Go to the Googles
online.
and say NFL for dummies.
Yeah.
If you don't call yourself a dummy, say NFL for newbies. Or
Right.
put in I want to date an NFL man. Just put that in. They can tell
Right,
you
they can
exactly
tell
what
you
you need to
exactly
do.
what you need to know.
But on a serious note, you are interested in someone, learn about what they love. If you learn about what they love, they'll appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And even if the spark isn't there, they'll appreciate.
The fact that you tried.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a good thing.
Yeah,
Make
man,
it-
that's a great thing.
You know what it is to get a conch snack once a week with no attachments? That's better than a relationship.
Once you
Producer,
have
take
them
us to a
onions and
break.
mayonnaise.
When we come back from the break, we got to figure out why Kai Jones went down to the G League, even though he's doing tremendously well there.
Yeah.
I'm still concerned. And then we got some local news, sports news we got to touch on. Some young people just been doing it big again and again and again.
As always.
On the clock, stay tuned. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. We'll be right back.
Sarah, how are you doing?
Okay.
Are you sure? I noticed you've been down lately.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't know. I can't really put into words how I'm feeling, but I know I don't feel like myself sometimes. There's just so much going on in my life. School, friends, sports. Sometimes I worry about different things and feel stressed.
I'm glad you're talking to me. And it's okay to talk about your feeling. It's normal to feel changes depending upon what's going on around you.
Yeah?
Of course. All of us should be concerned with our mental health and our well-being. Good mental health means that we can cope with our everyday stresses. You can talk to me anytime when you feel like it.
Okay. Reaching out these chat and talks more often and take things from there.
Message is brought to you by PAHO WHO and the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Always on the go? Missed the show? You can now listen to Guardian Radio talk shows anytime, anywhere on Spotify and YouTube by searching Guardian Radio 96.9 FM or by entering the name of your favorite show. You can also listen by logging on to GuardianTalkRadio.com and clicking on the podcast tab. Guardian Radio, continuing to provide you with fresh news and smart talk anywhere, anytime, all day.
This is Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Good morning and welcome back to On the Clock on the Sports Friday with Eric Sawyer III. Mr. Sawyer, I have a text here. It says, if our beloved undercover Bahamian Tom Brady is really the greatest, let me see him take the Miami Dolphins to multiple victories and even somehow the Super Bowl. Concerning Tua, with all those injuries, he needs to focus on a successful future in coaching.
Yeah, man.
I hate to say it. Like that's the responsible thing.
But it have to be, because, I mean...
Yeah, Tua, it's the responsible thing.
Yeah, and people will give you a job. If only out of pity, you're going to be working next year, bro.
Yeah.
You're going to be employed.
It's better to be alive than to be a dead hero.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, I believe...
you could even be a wide receivers coach, and be the quarterback that throws them the ball in practice.
Yeah. Because it's about your skill set.
Your
and
skill
what you
set is
bring to the
still
table.
there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Absolutely. I got a text here. Miss Greene. The person said, listen, I was on the road on QC the other day when that big water truck came through. Mm-hmm. And fortunately, their windows were up, so they were thankful for the car wash. That's a regular thing. You guys, please, when you're in your car, remember the onus is on you to be mindful about what's happening around you.
I never turn on my windows. I don't care if it's cold outside, hot outside. My window don't go down at no time.
That's what I call fancy.
For 10 years.
That's what I aspire to in life. I just haven't reached that level yet.
Mm-hmm. I can have a quarter tank of gas. I can have a full tank of gas. My window is not going down.
Another text. Their text on Monday, we're going to talk about the new rates for road traffic and some traffic-related issues. But right now, we got about 15 minutes left, and we ain't even talk NBA yet. Listen, Eastern
NBA
Conference,
yeah.
top three, Celtics, 30-12.
Yeah, they
Nets,
won last night.
27-13. Bucks, 27-14.
Yeah, the Bucks lost last night. Yeah.
Celtics are, so these are the stats from Thursday before the games, right? Celtics busting a hole in it. I think they are, five winning streak?
Yeah, they doing okay. Yeah, but they're the Celtics.
Yeah.
They're going to get beat in the playoffs.
Pacers at number 7. Buddy did well. I think he scored 31. I think he hit a high.
In a loss.
But they lost.
Yeah.
That's what was troubling for me, right? Is seeing Buddy hit those high numbers, but the team loses. It makes me think about chemistry, right? Is this a matter of chemistry, or is Buddy like a cleanup guy? Buddy is most inspired when he sees his team can't do it. But is it too late, right? Once you've hit that point.
Buddy is those kind of players that plays from tip to tip.
Yeah, he just can keep playing.
No, he plays the entire game. I watch him play. It's not that he waiting for his team to get down by 20 and then he scores 12 straight, to help his team. No.
He's putting it in all the time.
He puts it in all the time.
And the reason I'm thinking about chemistry is because how is it that Kai Jones in with the Hornets, minimal playing time, he gets some playing time, he's sort of doing well, he's putting up numbers, but the playing time keeps dropping, goes to the G League, I don't even want to say drops, right? But he drops to the G League. This boy is busting a hole in it. He's got triple doubles. He's scoring. He's blocking. He's assisting.
Which means then he is just in between where he needs to be. Like he's better, faster, bigger, stronger than the G League.
But not
But
quite
just a half
muscly
step,
enough
but
to
just a half step
to run with them.
Right.
Is it also about chemistry? Is it guys on the team saying, listen, we just saying you ain't ready for the ball yet?
Practice will show that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you have one or two little flashes in the pan in an actual NBA game. He had some times this season whereby he played okay.
Right, because
But that consistency, that you need to see that in practice, because God given, talent is what he has, right? So that'll always shine through in the G League.
yeah,
In the NBA, you have skilled players,
Yeah.
not fellas who just relying on God given talent.
yeah.
Fellas that go there and practice every day, weight train, eat, diet, exercise.
I sure like I'm watching some
Sleep.
reels from LeBron. They're looking at the coverage that LeBron faces on a regular basis. LeBron must train with his children tied to him. He must be at home in his court. He'd be running them fast breaks with 2 little or 3 little children from the neighborhood just strap onto him because
runs
that's
the
what
breaks.
he's going through on the court in real life.
In practice, he runs practice strapped. He has weights strapped to his back.
Because I've been giving LeBron a hard time. I think he deserves it. I think he could handle it, right? But what he's going through, like just this season alone, in terms of the coverage, the Lakers are at the 12th slot in the Western Conference. They're at 19 and 22, but it ain't like LeBron ain't playing. LeBron is performing, and not just performing like better than Kai. He performing better than Buddy. He performing at the top of the league.
And people will say, oh, he only doing that to get the scoring record. Listen, when LeBron leaves this league, plenty of people are going to cry, you know. Plenty of people can cry. I don't know why they just don't sit down, bear witness, understand, respect, and appreciate the fact that you have yourself a man that plays and can play every single position on the court at 6'8", 260 pounds, 6'9", 260 pounds. That don't make no sense, a man his size. He's the size of Karl Malone and passing the ball like Magic Johnson.
Well, this is what I'm about to say. LeBron James is, now y'all don't crucify me when I say this.
It's the Jordan.
He is like a mix. He's a mix between Tim Duncan, all fundamentals, always show up solid, don't cuss,
Nope.
don't fight,
Nope.
right? He got the I want to say like wit, but he have the intuition of Jordan and the athletic ability of Kobe, right?
He's more athletic than Kobe.
But I'm saying,
Yeah.
right, because Kobe ain't here no more, right? You give him a little blind, but this boy really is something special.
He's something to behold, and everybody just wants to move the goalposts further and further. Listen, he is
Because
basically.
I mean, he's 17 and he have a bald spot, man. I just saying you can't get beat by him like that, man.
He is basically the poster child
Yeah.
for everything that's good about a black man.
Yeah,
You could put LeBron James in that.
yeah.
Superstar billionaire. Marries his high school
We
sweetheart.
still together.
Kids, one house, no
supporting
sweetheart.
schools,
They're
yeah.
supporting schools, philanthropists, helping at this one, taking shoes off, giving it to a little Chinese girl who cried on the sidelines and couldn't believe it. Taking
Yeah.
off his wristband and headband and giving it to this one and that one. It's not about him.
He's the model athlete.
He's the model athlete, in shape. Don't
Yeah.
drink. Very red. If he drinks, it's just red wine.
American ambassador.
He is everything, and that is what bugs people that love to hate on LeBron because Jordan was known
Man,
for
yeah,
smoking cigars and playing golf before.
I got to
a game.
get to some local sports news,
All right,
but hold
all
on.
right,
I
go
found
on,
this
go on,
story.
go on.
The Lakers are eligible for a hardship exception. So the Lakers have 4 players out right now, right?
Yeah.
And that means that they could apply to sign a 10-day contract with a player. I don't know the parameters, like where they could find a player from, right? You think they should do it? Or will that psychologically upset the team?
No, I mean you need fellas to play, and and the NBA is only about 250 players,
Right, but listen,
give or take.
just before
So
we
they're
go
all a
to
fraternity?
just before we go to the local news, you know what it is. I playing for the Lakers, right? And I on the bench, right? and three of the star players and one bench are out. And you ain't called me up yet. You gonna go sign a contract with somebody who ain't even a part of the team, and I still sitting on the bench. My feelings would be so hurt.
Reminds me of Isaiah Ryder. Isaiah Ryder has a ring with the Lakers. I think the 2001 team.
Yeah.
Didn't play 1 second in the postseason.
My feelings still hurt. And so I would be concerned about a move like that because of how it'll affect my team that's already obviously going through some things.
Yeah,
and could a boy like Derek Westbrook, could he ever recover from that psychologically?
Well, I mean, his role is to lead the bench now. His role is to make sure that the bench produces. So, and so far so good. He has embraced it.
Yeah.
Okay, so bringing in somebody instead of pushing him to start isn't necessarily a bad thing. To somebody else who can ride with him.
We maintain that energy.
Right. We maintain the bench energy. We need starter energy now.
Yeah, I got
That's
you.
all.
And we're preparing for the future with our bench energy
Right.
as well.
Right.
I got you. Good morning, Miss Greene and Sawyer the third. I predict there will be 1 or 2 upsets this weekend. Says, good morning, Eric from Mrs. Mort's.
Good morning, Mrs. Watts. How are you?
I hope the 49ers say in her prediction. I mean, that's what I could. That's what I can say on
Yeah.
it. So look here, let the best team win. Everybody go out there and play hard. And remember, don't mind my feelings. I ain't got no money on the game. Don't mind my feelings. Play how you got to play. So to some local news, right? We are almost all out of time, but here are the headlines for some of the top stories you should be reading this week. In the Tribune, LaRon Roll emerges as top bowman in the Bahamas. Mr. Sawyer, LaRon Roll is the top archery competitor in the Bahamas, which means that he's listed as number 1 in the English-speaking Caribbean, at the top of the English-speaking Caribbean, and is pegged at 181 in the world. This boy is planning to go to Central American and Caribbean Games in June in El Salvador and to the Pan Am Games in Chile in October. He's looking for the public support, and ultimately he's trying to qualify to go to Paris to the Olympics. This boy just is sort of phenomenal. I don't know why. I'm not sure. I got to check if he was considered for the Junior Athlete of the Year because he was playing.
I wonder where he started archery. I wonder if he was a part of the people that do it there in Pinewood every Saturday morning.
Oh, no. Well, the story says that he is self-taught. He started during the pandemic when he was unable to engage in the other sports. He used to play basketball and soccer, track and field, right? So that's how he got into it. But he has started a club, I think, at his church, and he wants to start a club at his alma mater, which is St. John's.
Okay.
Yeah. And so you say congratulations to LaRon Roll. Another headline, a total of 10 to vie for the title of National Chess Champion. Check out The Guardian for this story. See the list of players, including...
Yeah, only one of them I know. That's Dr. Kenville Lockhart. No, man, Kenny, man. That's
he made it. He made it. He's competing. We know Curtis Pride Jr. We've heard these names, Avian Pride, and Cecil Munker and Trevor Bridgewater are among the players. They're going to be at... the J. Whitney Pinder Building, 6 p.m. today, 6:30 p.m. today for the first rounds.
Yeah, that's just after Colino.
Right, and so go look at the article so you could find the schedule for the rest of the games. Another headline, Mario Ford program supported by the Consolidated Water Bahamas Company. Now, this story is just cool because they provide this program for children as young as 4 up to 15. It's baseball. It's a tool for sport, physical fitness, and character development. And the Mario Ford baseball program has been receiving financial support for 37 years now.
Wow.
This is a program.
Well, this is it.
Yeah, this is. And so now you could see why we have all of these young men participating in the Don't Blink Home Run Derby. We could see why we have such a strong program, because you've had somebody dedicated for
around.
37 years.
Yeah, it's been
at
around.
it.
You have a good backbone.
Yeah. Another headline, Coella posts top score in regional challenge at our equestrian athletes. The Caribbean Equestrian Association 2022 Mini Jumping Challenge, and Katrina Coella obtained the top overall individual score. And the Bahamas team placed third behind Bermuda and Barbados. Another quick story, Hallgrave and McTargetts win tennis titles. Listen, this young lady is 12.
12. What?
I think she's 12. She played in the under 14 and the under 16 in the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association's New Year's tournament. She beat Madhu, who came into the under 16s ranked as number 2. And our friend Hallgrave, Brianna Hallgrave, came in unranked. And Hallgrave came out as the champion. Jackson McTarget and his brother Patrick McTarget won the under 16s and the under 14s boys as well. Check out the article in The Guardian for more details. Now, there's a lot of basketball news. The BSAA, the BAISS, and the NPBA.
Okay. What are they all doing?
So the Bahamas Scholastic Athletic Association, Bahamas Association of Independent Secondary Schools, and the New Providence Basketball Association. Their leagues are up and running. They're having games regularly. You can check out the Nassau Tribune Sports Notes, this week's paper, for details on schedules for games, right? But there's all kinds of basketball playing.
And that's still a nice sport, if you want to take a young lady for a date,
Yeah, man.
Something nice and expensive.
Drama, suspense, adrenaline, snacks, sweat,
Snacks. They got beers.
AC.
They
Yes,
got little
man.
beers, little mixed drinks.
That's
yeah.
a date. That's a date. Okay.
That's a date.
Listen,
Yeah.
I can't leave out these little children.
Just
man.
make sure that at the end of the night, you don't have to hear,
Yeah.
So where we going next? Hey, boo, you came home.
This was a whole complete
This is a
thing.
whole date. This was it.
You wanted to
ate,
go
you
dancing?
drank.
Take off your shoes. Let's go on the court and spin a little.
You ate, you drank.
Yeah, man. Don't blink. Listen, the Don't Blink tournament, the Home Run Derby, they donated $200,000 worth of baseball equipment to Freedom Farm.
Oh, that's excellent. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. And we want to
That's what I
say
see.
thank you to the organizers. I mean, I saying thank you to the organizers. You can read the article in the Nassau Tribune. It's a great article. Some great quotes, interesting things said by the Prime Minister. And we want to say thank you to Todd Isaacs Jr. and Lucius Fox for organizing it and sustaining it.
Good.
Trust
good.
me, it was a great time was had
Kudos.
by all. And in March, Fox said the majority of the Bahamian players who participated in December are expected to suit up and play for Great Britain at the World Baseball Classic in March. And if they could play for Britain in March, that means that we are getting close to fielding our own team, right? We could do this.
Slowly but
people.
surely.
Okay, the very last story. I see the time, producer. I got to just read this story. I almost tell you to leave the room, Mr. Sawyer. This is me and us women's them getting upset again. Bahamas women are not entered in the ECASC tourney. The English Caribbean Amateur Softball Confederation Women's Fast Pitch Tournament qualifier will be held in St. John, U.S. Virgin Islands at the end of February. But according to the tournament director, the Bahamas is not entered. We were runners-up in the last tournament that was held in the Bahamas in 2013.
So what we doing? What we doing?
Listen, I want to be as conservative and as reasonable and constructive.
This come like a tournament once every 10 years. What we doing?
Exactly. And I just want to say to the organizers, you could find the article yourself in the Nassau Tribune. You could call in next week and tell me if I'm wrong, right? But this again feels like we're preferencing men's teams over women's teams. And I don't care that the men's team is the defending champion. The women's team were the runners-up. They came second, and this is a qualifying tournament, and we should have made every effort to get the women there. But that's okay, Mr. Sawyer. eye on it because you've always pointed us in the right direction when we talk about the WNBA and the lack of numbers and attention. Women have to get up and support women. It starts with us.
That's what
And
it
so I
is.
letting you know from now, I got a program. It's called Teeth and Tamarind. And I teeth and tamarind and reselling it to send our women's teams wherever they have to go. I may replace the word teething with taking after paying. I may replace it.
Yeah.
But for right now,
Yeah,
I
teething is
doing what
it
it
is.
takes to
yeah,
get
man.
these women's
Man, they gotta
teams
get there, man.
where they need to be.
Yeah, they gotta get there, man.
Their women's
That ain't
team,
fair.
we sorry. And their young people, don't sit on this and think it's going to be like this forever. We're going to organize and we're going to make your hard work and effort pay off. Our athletes are working too hard to not be able to realize something individually and collectively. Let's continue what we do in government. Focus on sports tourism to grow your larger local sports product, right?
Right.
But at the same time, equal attention to women, equal and equitable. Equal and equitable.
That's all we ask.
Yeah.
That's
Mr.
all we
Sawyer,
ask. Hey,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much as well.
Yeah, man, it's been great.
Good luck to your Dolphins. It's your Sardians this week.
Yeah, I can
hope
see
the
you after the
girls
first, round of the playoffs.
Yeah, man. We got the first game out the blocks. First game tomorrow.
I wish I told my producer to find that dolphin sound for me so we could end the
that's
show
all
right. But
all
that's
right.
okay.
I don't hear no scrappy music.
Guardian Radio AM with Cecil Newry is up next. You've been on the clock. Have a very great day.
Have a
Have a
great
safe weekend.